living wage and salary. Up till today, government has made a concerted effort in actually dealing with the issue of living wage adjustment. We have seen the CMG. They've invested about 130 billion to be able to, facilitate the issue of CMG. However, the motive behind it, how will that affect the worker directly, is another ballgame entirely. Come to think of it, what I said, gross incompetence of the organized labor is this. The entire labor force we're talking about is only 1% of our population. And that 1% of our population comprises of those at the state level, at the local government level, at the federal government level. Up till today, the contention they are talking about is that at federal level, government gave 35,000 for 6 months. And also increased the senior staff by 26%, taking effect for 6 months. So which means if you are looking at it carefully, labor is just talking about only the federal staff, the worker. And that itself is not more than 200,000, maybe 250,000.
So is it wrong for them to call it national minimum wage?
It is not national minimum wage. That's why I said insincerity and gross incompetence. It is because people have too much information about themselves. That's why they cannot. There's no way labor and government will come together and say face to face. Because the government is not sincere in terms of their capital expenditure framework. Today, we're indebted to 20 trillion. And how will common man feel it? Labor said they are insincere. Insincere in the sense that they are talking about infinitesimal percentage of the society. They want them to have one, which is not reasonable. Because most of the countries, even as the government has instituted a framework for their staff. CMG is for the federal staff, not for the common man on the street. CMG, and also the food supply, they have been subsidized within the federal network, just like we have the subsidy across the state network. Government has doled out trillions of naira for subsidy. At least 800 billion, I know about it. 500 billion was displayed as social intervention across the state. I now wonder, I'm not saying labor do not have the prerogative, but the question is the temerity, the sincerity is what I'm doubting. As of today, 30,000 minimum wage they are asking of, some states cannot even afford it. Some of these are still owing. At least I know of Kogi, which is a typical example. Don't mind those state governors that are saying they are ready to adjust. Some, Edo is saying 75. Let's ask them, what do they, because the governor is going, he says he wants to 75. How has he improved the life and well-being of people they do? The question I say, the insincerity of purpose is my problem. Not being able to be truthful. Let truth be told. Organized labor are insincere and incompetent in their own agreement. In the sense that they are coming in to say transition or existing. They do not say the level of subsidy the government has already done. The investment God has already done. Most of all this labor, let the truth be told, they are only fighting for social recognition. Out of them, and when they finish, they will go for senator. We see Oshomole. It was the labor. Some of them will fight. That's how the Ajoro was beaten in Imo. Because he was involving himself in politics.
About minimum wage. Can't we, through the National Assembly, codify it? I will know that if it's every 3 years, automatically we know that there's an increase, or every 5 years as it is constitutionally. Would that be a proper way? Rather than every time we are at the table discussing about this and back to the same arguments left and right that will lead to an industrial strike.
Let truth be told. The wages in the labor, it is time for them to renegotiate. It has lapsed. The problem we have in Nigeria is we politicize almost everything. In the last regime of 8 years of recklessness, they would not even come to bear to understand the problem and the complaint of labor. That tells you, and a lot of money went to run that ministry, labor ministry. That was good. It could not resolve. They could not even come with the minister of education, the minister of labor. You see, the level of incompetence in the government structure. They will not come to terms to understand, to appreciate, to make an effort. But coming back to this, I appreciate the fact that there is a need for because they are not for the interest of whatever they are talking about is less than 0.5%, which is the federal government. It's even less than 3%. The entire workforce is on organized private network that cater for more than 80-something%, almost 85% of the private organization. The people who work for themselves are about 15. So where is the sincerity of labor now? In view of the fact that most of the subsidies they are talking about, they have been done. My problem now is they don't understand common economics. We have problem of supply in Nigeria. We have inflation in Nigeria as of today. Inflation is at 3.65. We have MPR just been increased to 26%, which means to support the reform of the land is over 30%. Which means most of the organizations will not have what it is because how do you deal with 33.65% inflation, inflation, and you are now talking of cost of funds that is over 30%. You want to go and borrow. That's why today many multinationals are moving away. I will tell you why the government is not sincere. Many multinationals are divesting. Recently, all these divested, and we could not. The government of today do not finally see to develop a trusted mechanism to inject into it in order for them to retain them. However, some of those people will come to unemployment. My problem now is this. Never is asking for problem, which is not realistic, is because they have information about the government spending. The money that they are talking about, I will tell you, it's not that government are not people. Let's be frank. But never has forgotten that that money they are talking about is only for a few people. They yourself will benefit. The majority of Nigerians are not going to benefit, which is over 85% in private sector. Because there's no way a private sector can pay that minimum. Not at all.
Society. Look at the recent 160 million jeep bought for them. Look at them going up. I mean, up till today, we spent over 2 billion to go and look for to market Nigeria at different intervals. And of today, the capital formation we have in Nigeria, which is about 60%, is unknown. Most of what we are spending in government, not productive measure to maintain status, to maintain lifestyle, to run the government. We're spending up to 8.36 trillion on the recurrent expenditure of the people to pay personnel costs. Look at what we're doing. And of today, the revenue framework we're having, the quarter revenue framework, we projected 2.36 trillion. At the end of the first quarter, we're only able to have 0.36 trillion. What can you say? I know that they say when pregnancy, you will pay. What of if the person died under the pregnancy? That's the real question. That's why the government is not sincere. If sacrifice has been from the government, labor will not stick to their gun.
But we do know that minimum wage means that the lowest of worker who has no certificate, no qualification, that's what they earn. So is it fair that we're comparing to say, oh, they're enjoying themselves while workers are? Because we do know that those with certificates, those with higher certification, those who are higher education, they earn way more than those that are at that lower level. So is it fair that we're comparing that or making such comparison?
Thank you very much. The two of you are not Nigerian. Why I'm saying not Nigerian because your outing is dollarized. There's no local content in what you are putting out. Me, I'm putting on that back. Come to think of it. If you go to the legislature today, National Assembly, and you do forensic audit of their certificate, I can tell you more than 60% will not be able to validate their certificate. The question is this: until we come to a point where we align the National Assembly wage structure in line with the civil service, there will be no peace. Governor, senator takes more than 30-something million every month. Go to how they take, I'm just giving reference to me. Over 25 million House of Legislature for doing what? For saying oversight function. They've been able to expand their committee now. They say they have oversight function. And almost all their oversight function is within the cocoon of the National Assembly. The people outside have not said anything. And they charge government per hour on what they're doing. So come to think of it. Why people are doing it is a reflective cost of governance that people are showing anger concerning it. let's be frank. The money they are spending is a common purse. They are supposed to be a synergy between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. But all of them, they are enjoying bounties. So don't let anybody come and deceive us. We should not be deceived. Until we are able to realign, recalibrate, restructure the National Assembly minimum wage in line with the civil structure, at least they have level. At least my brother Eliba, he said I was on level 14. Now I come to say I'm a governor. That tells you that's a loaded statement. That is a loaded statement. Until we're able to align that, we're not going to go anywhere. Labor is, I support labor shouting for cost of living wage because they are living in stupendous and ostentatious life. Recently, Akpabio did 61th birthday in Akwa Ibom National Stadium. It was a carnival. Akume did birthday too. They are all carnival. Which money are they saying? Are they using?
Well, the Akpabio sent to the state government. Yeah.
That is not true. The state government, which money are they using? It's not a money of government. The question is, look at their convoy. Nigeria cannot afford transportation costs. We work on themselves. I even have to ration how I go out now. Until it's important, I don't use to me. I've adjusted myself, cost of living adjustment. The question we're saying insincere people, there's no sincerity, there's no transparency, there's no probity and accountability. It's people deceiving people. If two elephants is fighting, Nigeria is the ground that suffers. We are the ones suffering it. There should be a people's parliament to discuss the nitty-gritty, the innuendos and the nuances of